Hi there and welcome to 10 essential growth hacking ideas for non-growth hackers. So number 1, spy on your target audience to get them to share your content. So have you ever heard of decision fatigue? Because Steve Jobs had, and that's why he wore the same thing every single day. Decision fatigue is when you present your users with too many options. Marketing psychologists found that when shoppers were presented with 26 different flavors of jam, they bought only a tenth of the amount than when they were presented with 6. Eliminate decision fatigue, and instead of presenting your visitors with millions of options to share your content, present them with fewer. And here's how on Sumo. Identify 2 to 3 social networks that your audience are currently sharing their content on. Then take that intel back to your Sumo dashboard, open Share and go to your settings. Drag only the 2 or 3 most popular networks that you just identified to selected service. Press save, and there you have it. Fewer decisions for your social audience and more social sharing. Number 2, collect tons of emails in less than 5 minutes. Sumo-sized guides are the most comprehensive free resource on the internet about a particular marketing topic. But at over 10,000 words, you can also lose your prospects with overload. So why don't you collate this content into an ebook and save hours in creating the content yourself? Turns out it's super effective, and using Welcome Mat, we see higher than average conversion rates. And you can too. Here's how. Copy and paste the content you need into a Word or Google Doc file. You can also use Beacon to create a free ebook for your content. Format it to your brand guidelines, then create an email capture and call to action. To do this, choose the form type, then click Trigger Pop-ups. Copy the embed code from the Visibility tab and link it to the end of the chapters. After that, you'll have your final version of what looks like an all-singing, all-dancing lead generation email capturing machine. Bypass confusing email automation tools with your content upgrade. So don't confuse yourself with automated email campaigns that only astronauts can understand. Instead, use the following hack. Let's check out how to do this in Google Drive and Dropbox. In Google Drive, select your PDF, spreadsheet or slideshow, go to Settings and make it a shareable link. Then go to your email collection tools such as List Builder, Welcome Mat, Smartbar or Scrollbox. Click the Success tab and paste your shareable link when it prompts you to redirect your user to a specific URL area. Paste the link into this area, and once they opt in, they'll be directed to that file that you've uploaded to Google Drive. That way you can bypass email automation while still directing subscribers to your content upgrade. In Dropbox, get a shareable link like normal, making sure the permissions are set so that all people can view the file. Then you need to do a little URL manipulation. Change the URL link to end DL1. Take that link and pop it into your email collection tool. Then you can go into the form pop-up you're using, click the Success tab, and paste your shareable link so that users are redirected to this new URL. Now when people subscribe, they won't go directly to the Dropbox site. The file will automatically download in their browser. So you'll have been living under a rock unless you know how big mobile is. But what if your mobile conversion sucks? And did you know that there's still life in the old desktop yet? So why don't you create some A/B tests yourself and see what platform converts best for you? In Sumo, you can set up 2 different campaigns and run simple A/B tests. Your first form will be desktop only. Title it accordingly so you don't get lost later on. Go to Visibility, Manual Mode, then Display Rules and click New Rules. Then what you do is add a display rule to show it only on desktop by going to Devices, select Desktop and then add this condition. Once this form is created, click Save Draft and create a new form for mobile versions. Go to Display Rules, then set the page you want the form to appear on to only show mobile. Then what you can do is measure the effectiveness of each device. So go to Collect, Tests and Create New Test and create an A/B test between the 2 forms you created. Number 5, avoid scaring visitors away by removing anti-social proof. So have you ever walked into a restaurant then left because no one else is eating there? Yep, the same thing happens on your website. You should remove shares from your homepage unless you have over 500 social shares. To do this, open your Sumo dashboard and go into Share. Click on the Display Rules tab, then click Add New Rule. Add the Do Not Show rule to your homepage to do this. In this section, you can also head to Settings, then set the Show Share Count minimum to 50 or 100 and press Save. And there you have it. You've banished all anti-social media proof from your website. Number 6, banish cart abandonment and boost sales by 220% with this timeless strategy. So let's face it, you have, I have, and we've all bought something off late night television, infomercial TV. These advertisements get approximately 100% of their revenue through using scarcity tactics. And the reason they use this is because it works, and here's how to utilize it in Sumo. Firstly, identify a limited time offer that you could provide to your audience to push the customers who are on the fence to buy. Then open List Builder in your Sumo dashboard and create a new form. Go to the Design tab of your form and add a countdown timer to trigger scarcity. Then what you'll do is set the countdown timer to less than 15 minutes and put in a discount code for free shipping on those successful pop-ups. Hit the visibility button, then display rules to only show the form in the shopping cart. When this is set up, your form will show immediately in the shopping part, and there you've got it, you've got scarcity. Increase your social shares by isolating your call to actions. So this one's simple. I'm going to give you two options and you tell me which one you're going to share. Yeah, we thought so. Most people are likely to act on the second. And this is because it isolates the call to action. So here's how you can do it in Sumo. Firstly, use the instruction in Hack 1 to identify the top social networks your audience is spending its time on. Then create a pop-up or welcome mat for your call to action. Under My Goal, set Add Call to Actions. Go to the content you're setting this up for, then click the share button for the social platform you want the people to share on. Copy and paste the link in the window that opens, then go to the Design tab of your form and paste it into the Click Action URL field that appears when you click on the Call to Action button on your form. Then step 4, set the display rules under the Visibility tab to only show the form and the content that you're working with. Press Publish and voila, you have it. The shares are going to come rolling in. Number 8, give your audience more opportunities to subscribe with two-step opt-ins. Two-step opt-ins are great when looking for more leads. They're not so great when looking to confirm your dinner date. But we presume that you want more leads. This is called the foot in the door request, and when you get people to comply with a smaller request, for example clicking on a link, they're far more likely to comply with larger requests, for example entering your email. So here's how to rock it in Sumo. Create a click trigger pop-up in List Builder for your website menu, then copy the embed code from the Visibility tab to make a link that will open your pop-up whenever you want. Then go to your WordPress dashboard and under Appearances and Menus, find the main navigation menu, add the custom link and paste the click trigger embed code into both the URL and link text field. Then go to Add to Menu. When the click trigger is in the menu structure section, remove the URL field so that the only populated field is in the navigation label field. Then press Save menu, test the click trigger, then start rolling in the email conversions like this guy. Number 9, get higher conversion rates from guest posts without a single call to action. So this hack is a bit sneaky, so I hope that you're listening. The first thing you need to know is the URL of the guest post. For example, let's say that you're posting an article on Jeff Bullis's website. Find out what the URL is ahead of time and then write it down. Choose 1 to 3 of the links in your guest post that go back to articles on your site and write those down somewhere too. Now let's make magic happen. What we're going to do is set up targeted pop-ups to visitors from Jeff Bullis's website on those 1 to 3 articles. So create a new form and then go to Visibility. Then under the Display Rules section, we're going to set up a couple of rules. The first display rule is going to be the article that you link to in your guest post. By pasting in the URL of those articles into these rules, your welcome mat will only show up on those specific articles. But doing just this would show your welcome mat to any reader of those articles, and you only want to show the welcome mat to people visiting from your guest post. So select a referral URL, then type in the guest post's URL. Do this and only people from your guest post will see the welcome mat. When it comes to your pop-up, you want to create it with your audience in mind. And you're going to know what site they're coming from, so speak to this authority. So if people came from Jeff Bullis's website and saw this pop-up, they'd be more likely to opt in. That's because I know what site they came from and what that means for fans of Jeff. So you should play off the same authority in your pop-up too. Number 10, see where your highest converting traffic comes from without Google Analytics. So Google Analytics is great, but it's also complex. So here are a few quick workarounds. Firstly, pick a page that you want to monitor your conversion rates on. It could be your homepage, a blog post, or anywhere else that you're collecting email addresses. Then log into your Google Analytics account and click on the following things: reporting, behavior, site content, then all pages. That lets you see the traffic on any of your site's pages. Then filter down on the page to what you want to measure in the search bar. So to do that, grab everything after your main URL. So if you want to monitor your blog and your blog URL is www.testsite.com/blog, you would put /blog into the search area. Searching and clicking on the intended path will bring you to the page's specific stats. What you're looking for is the type of traffic that comes to your page. That means that you need to filter by the traffic source. So to do this, go to Secondary Dimensions, Acquisitions, then Source. Now you want to see exactly where people are coming from to get to your page. And why do you need this? Well, what we're going to do is set up list building opportunities to show to those people visiting from specific traffic sources. So we'll use list builder as our example email collector again here. Here's how. So it's time to set up two different forms, and your forms will be centered around your traffic source. So go into visibility and set the pop-up for the page that you want to display. Then add the referral URL rule. The form will only show to people coming to your page from the URL that you typed in. So then select containing and type the URL of the traffic source. So if I was tracking traffic from Growth Hackers, I'd select the containing option and put in growthhackers.com in the URL field. So what you then do is repeat the exact sequence for the traffic sources that you want to measure. So there you have it, 10 growth hacks for non-growth hackers. Stay in tune with Sumo's YouTube channel in the future for tips to drive more traffic and collect emails and leads for your business.